Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the Breakdown Automotive. Today we're filming with a golf cart. Before we jump into the video, I just want to give a huge shout out to JV and Harris at Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Greenville, Tennessee for letting us record with this beautiful white golf cart known as the Fiat 500. This is probably the cheapest, weirdest, quirkiest, smallest, and ugliest cars I've ever reviewed. This thing's $5 grand. You can drive home in this thing right now for $5,000. It's a 2013 and it's $5,000. Why wouldn't you? I love it. Only thing I don't like jumping into the video is the Fiat 500 has always looked like it's really disappointed with itself. As you can see, it's got these two headlights and a face light. But to be fair, I still love it. But this base edition, special edition Fiat 500 has some special features like that. I'm as disappointed as the car is. That's actually a pretty car that I think the previous owner kind of ruined. But anyway, that's the front of the car. Moving over to the passenger side of the car, it is exactly the same as the driver's side of the car, which is surprising for people who know Fiat of the past. It looks like a golf cart, and I love it. To be fair, my next video will probably be I just bought one of the cheapest used cars for sale today at a dealership, a base model Fiat 500 with an exterior upgrade, being to protect the paint on the world's smallest car. But like I said, I actually really do like this car. It's very quirky, it's very tiny, and every time I pull out the key, I accidentally pull out the key for the Range Rover because I am not used to this Italian designed key. Let's go ahead and open the trunk. One of my favorite things about this car is actually the switchblade key. Let's take a look inside the trunk, or hatch, whatever you want to call it. There is some rust in typical Fiat 500 fashion. Impressive. There is some rust down there in typical Fiat 500 fashion. And you also have what's possibly the smallest cargo area known to man. There are the keys sitting inside of the cargo area that comes standard with a cargo cover that doesn't really fit. Doesn't fit the Fiat. That's the cargo area. Not bad. Jumping into the front seat of the Fiat 500 where you will hide from everyone in existence for them to hopefully not see you. You have a very distinctive smoker smell package. I think that was an optional extra coming straight from Italy, as well as probably the quirkiest and yet coolest steering wheel I have seen in a car. You also have some of the cheapest door handles, and window switches or mirror switches are no better. However, one thing I will give this little Fiat is it has quite a lot of storage, especially compared to the Range Rover, and you also have little Fiat logos embroidered into the beautiful fine Italian seats and some headrests, barely. So closing the door of the Fiat, which it actually did itself, that's a feature. We have the beautiful Fiat key that we just simply place into the ignition like it's 2002. So then you have your array of warning lamps coming up. This one just says low fuel, surprising for an Italian car. And you have this beautiful sport button that makes it sporty. You also have some buttons that you can't really identify because, well, that's a feature, but that one makes it say Fiat. And then media, tour, as well as, also features of the Fiat 500. Here you have some of the weirdest and cheapest window switches I've ever seen. And you can roll down the window. I expected it to be automatic. I don't know why. But you also have some great visibility outside the rear of the Fiat and the rear quarter panels, which is surprising because this car is a whole 2 feet long. I know I'm giving this car a lot of shit, but to be fair, I actually really do like this car. I love Fiat 500s, and honestly, I would buy a 500 Abarth quicker than anything else. I love the Abarth, but this thing is interesting. You also have the world's lowest emergency or parking brake, which I think works, I haven't confirmed, and everything just, you know, fits so well together. Nothing in this car feels cheap. You've got a steering wheel that says Fiat, that's a steering wheel, and a gear selector with manual shifting with sport mode enabled. Good. In all honesty and in all seriousness, I do love the 500 label right there. It's actually made out of a pretty decent metal, and I actually really do like the plastic that this is made out of. I think that's a really pretty touch to a car that is overall a sea of gray. It has air conditioning, which is nice, and some volume controls on the back of the steering wheel, and that's it. And let's be honest, it sounds pretty okay. Another thing I would like to point out is the noise it makes when you turn the brights on. I'm not gonna lie, that noise is a bit frightening, but cool nonetheless. Another feature I have just found about the Fiat 500, it has a driver's side armrest, but the passenger gets nothing. But look at that. You've got cup holders, you've got 4 cup holders, which is more than the Range Rover, and a glove box. That's bigger than a Jeep Wrangler, huh? And quite possibly the world's smallest back seats, which I will now try to fit in. All right, guys, so I'm now here outside of the Fiat 500, and I'm going to attempt, all 6'4" of me, to climb into the back of it. Now, I don't know if this is gonna work. One thing I have noticed about the car, it's another feature, the driver's side seat is locked into place. It's a feature, it's a safety feature, I'm sure of it from the Italian. So I'm gonna try to get in. Okay, so we just fold that down, move that back, and now we climb into the back gracefully, I think. So my butt is too big to fit into the Fiat, so I gotta go leg first. Okay, overall not too bad. Pretty bad, pretty bad. The seat won't lock into place unless we do that, in which case, still hand me the camera, Nick, is not comfortable at all. So as you can see, I'm now in the back of what's possibly the world's most comfortable and luxurious car I've ever been in. I found a car that has less room in the back than the Range Rover, but you've got a pillow because you have to sit sideways so you can take a nap. Here, I want to pull this back to get your legs. No, that's broken. Okay. Actually, you can't take a nap because the engine, as small as it is, rumbles the entire car. So you're just vibrating. But that's it. That's the Fiat 500, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more automotive content where I attempt to climb into the back of other small hatchbacks. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to check out JB and Harris at Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Greenville, Tennessee for letting us use this car. I am especially grateful because this is my favorite car we filmed. I love it. As much grief as I gave it, I love it. But thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.